So about a year and a half ago, I was dealing with a personal situation that was really traumatizing for myself and my family. A loved one was in a very bad situation. She's elderly and she had dementia, and she was in an unsafe environment. I'm like, how can I rescue this person who means so much to me? I started seeking legal advice. No attorney would take the case, and they're like, well, you can prove abuse, you can prove, neglect, but to get custody of this person is going to be pretty much impossible, and I'm not going to take your case. I was at that time a contractor for a wonderful company, and they were considering hiring me, which would be a promotion to actually work for the company and no longer be an independent contractor. And so as time went on, my personal life, my professional life, I'm like, Lord, there are things that weren't happening that I was expecting to happen. They just weren't happening. And so one day in my prayer time, the Holy Spirit said, you know that you're supposed to tithe. I wrote that first tithe check, and it just felt so good. Within 2 weeks of paying my tithe, I get a call from my company, from HR, offering me a job. But in my personal life, things were still happening with the individual that I was very concerned about. One day, the Holy Spirit just gave me a battle plan. I'm like, well, I don't have an attorney, but I'm going to court. I'm going to prepare a case. And so when I prepared my case and went to court without an attorney, that very day, the judge gave me custody, an emergency or temporary emergency custody of this individual to remove them from a household where they were physically in danger. And, I just began to receive blessings. Someone stepped forward that I never would have expected and said, here, I'm going to give you this amount of money to help you with the legal expenses. I knew that it was the Lord. I just continued to be faithful in my tithe and in offerings. Well, after a year, my loved one passed away, but it was on the Lord's terms, and I was able to provide for at least that last year of her life. He allowed me to be a blessing to someone else and to even be there with her as she took her last breath. It was an honor to be able to escort her out of time and into eternity. I just would say to anyone who, has doubts or doesn't trust that the Lord will take care of them, He will provide all of our needs in every area of our lives.